Did you put up the winners picks?
Yep. Winners picks are up, points are up. Everything's good to go. I thought both races went pretty well. Homestead was kind of fun because there was so much separation between everybody.
I had no problem with either race. They were both entertaining.
Yes.
Got to look at it from the fans' perspective and try not to look at it from yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel bad you had a rough night. A lot of people had rough nights.
I don't care. I didn't come in expecting to do anything.
No. It's early yet, though, and we're going to 2 short tracks next week, so I think it might be a little bit better.
We're doing 2 races again.
The Twins are trying to make it 3 in a row.
Oh, good.
Hello and
2
welcome,
short
everybody.
races.
Dwayne Kuiper joined by Mike Krukow for today's MVP baseball game with EA Sports. Today's starter, J.D.
100 laps at
Durbin.
I-70 and 50 laps at Texas.
Today's American League game features the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins.
They take about a half hour, so Disney took 29 minutes, Homestead took 45 minutes.
Here's the game's first batter, Johnny Damon.
Target. I think part of the problem that nobody could get into my server, so we didn't really have any like open practice for Homestead.
You have to rely on JB next week.
Well, I'm going to try and fix whatever issue I'm having. I don't understand what issue it is I'm having, but I'm going to try and fix it. If not, the host again.
And we're underway with the first pitch, a strike.
He's throwing 30 innings this season, and batters own this guy with a season average of .339.
He makes the play.
That was not an easy catch at all, big boy. Great defense.
What tracks are they next week?
Nashville, Fairgrounds, and Evergreen.
Ooh.
He's got one real good pitch, and he'll stick with it to try and get a batter out.
Dirksen takes the pitch to left. Stewart should have no problem. That's strike 1.
You have your, you have my IP, right?
Here's the line
I do not.
Uh oh. Can you try connecting to my server?
Matt Clement.
Been about 50 minutes. I just started the game.
Oh, I'll watch baseball instead. It's fine, that's no rush. I just, if you're sitting around doing nothing.
Just to test it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Spear said he'll be on later after Delta helped me out with that. I just need somebody to try and connect my, as I'm going through the list of things to try and fix, check, or do again, or whatever. No Twins.
They already have enough wins to make the playoffs.
Pitcher looks a little annoyed with
Yikes.
that call, Kai. He sure thought the batter went around, and I agree.
Got him.
Hey, Kai, he was able to get ahead in the count. The batter never caught up. Good strikeout.
Next at the plate, Jock Jones.
What year was the year where Torrey Hunter slammed into the... I think it was Fenway Park. He slammed into the triangle and then broke himself. It's like 05 or 06.
July 29th, 2005.
Was that at Fenway?
Yes, right into the...
On the ground, and it gets by.
Didn't look that bad.
I think he was out for a little bit.
Ooh. Yeah, he tore a hole in the wall.
Clement throws him with a slider for a strike.
He's registered 9 wins and 7 losses on the season.
Here's an ESPN article.
He goes with the pitch and takes it down the
Broken left ankle that will keep him out for the rest of the season.
I guess that answers that question.
Smooth as silk, just like they practice it, big boy.
After 1, the game is scoreless.
And do you know who hit the ball that he tried to field that he broke his ankle on?
David Ortiz.
Yeah, buddy. Divine Ortiz.
Right on the corner for a strike.
He was so mad that his friend got hurt, he smashed a phone booth.
The pitcher just
Like,
hammered it for a strike.
2 years later, 4 years later, whatever it was.
Like 10 years later. That was
He was reminded of it and was like, God damn it!
Swing.
I'm gonna be honest though,
Down the line.
David Ortiz retired way too early. Like, I get he was 40, but like, his last year, 38 home runs, 127 RBIs, and he batted .315.
He'd worked so hard to get back to that point that I don't think he wanted to ruin it for himself by staying.
He really had a short career, honestly. Like, he wasn't full-time. Like, his first real full season wasn't until he was 24. And then he wasn't, like, the David Ortiz we know till he was 27 in 2003.
Well, 2003 to 2015 is a long time. Or was it 16?
Yeah, 16 was his last year.
That's 14 full years of greatness.
The Indians eliminated him and the Red Sox in his last game at Fenway.
But I see what you mean. It could have been better.
Well, he just could have kept going if he wanted to keep racking up stats. What's impressive to me is that he had a triple and 2 stolen bases despite his 0 speed rating on the show.
Was that in 1 year?
That was his last year. That was his first triple in 3 years and his first stolen bases in 3 years.
Well, he was so slow that he wasn't a threat, so they just let him walk to second sometimes. That's like every stolen base he ever had.
You know how many stolen bases he finished his career with?
9.
17.
It's pretty impressive. 1 a year.
He finished with 19 triples. But the triples are like really not that big of a deal, I think, because like you play so many games. There's bound to be something that happens that gets you a triple.
Like the triangle.
Yeah. Bounces or it rolls past somebody and it's not charged an error.
Our right field is susceptible to that. If the right fielder doesn't get the right angle to the ball.
Or drops it for no reason.
Well, then it's not a triple.
No. Problem with right field at Fenway though is that fence is so short that it can just bounce right over for a double. I hate when that happens. I'm like, I had a double anyway, man. I don't want a double. Just throw it back and let me keep running.
Speaking of Ortiz.
Oh yeah, but he can send him home.
Whoa!
Oh.
The third base coach was like, go. Oh wait, you're Manny. Stop. Oh, too late. Damn it.
Oh, that's why. That's. I was gonna ask who was running because he was pretty slow.
I wanted to railroad the catcher, but I didn't want him to get hurt.
Listen, it's Joe Mauer. You need to like break him in half. He's your only chance to win.
It was 2 outs. It was worth the try.
Yeah.
The fielder is retreating. He made the catch at the wall.
He ran out of real estate there, but luckily the ball ran out of juice, and he was able to make the catch at the wall.
Everyone on this team is batting like 330.
Here's the pitch. Back up the
The
middle.
one guy that's batting 290 is leading the league in oh, that son of a bitch. Except this fucker.
Here's a guy who's been known to struggle at times against
Feeling Abraham Rowe is about to row the boat.
There's a strike.
He showed excellent command with his fastball right there. A strike right on the edge of the zone.
Gathers it in with his glove. Clement retires the side in order.
It's about par for the course.
The game is scoreless.
The way you were talking, I thought he was about to send one into the upper deck.
Who led the league in average in your series, or the team, I mean?
My team? I think it was Gallegos. Let's double check. A lot of guys didn't have very good averages. Like Knapp only hit 268.
Some success against right-handed pitchers.
My catcher, Julian Gill, batted 318.
It's always nice to see a catcher bat 300.
Yes, he's a very good catcher. He had the highest WAR on my team, 6.3.
Any catcher that bats 280 will have the highest WAR on your team.
Yeah, especially in the show because like there's shit for catchers. That's why when I saw him for a trade possibility, like a 70 overall with 8 potential, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. What do you want? I forget even what I traded or who I traded to get him.
This guy here has moderate success against right-handed pitching. He's breaking for second. The runner's safe. Stolen base.
That's what happens when you let a base runner take a big lead.
Do we get free tacos now?
Easy bag.
If we somehow make the playoffs, we'll get some free tacos for you.
Okay.
Breaking ball is inside.
It is impossible to steal bases in the show.
You're so afraid you're gonna get picked.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, because like there's the buttons, you know, to increase or decrease your leadoff, and then there's the button to hit to steal, and you can like push it, and it'll vibrate, and you can let go, and then the guy will like take off whenever, or you can hold it and then release it, and he'll go when you release it. But the problem is, it seems like every time I hit that button, they start trying to pick off, and when they do that, my guy just stands there.
You can't tell the difference between a pick off and a steal or a pitch.
Right, or I'll like hit it so he automatically takes off. That way I don't have to worry about timing it right. Holy shit. Oh! And I'll hit it, and then like, okay, so now I get ready for the pitch, and it goes to pick off at first, and the guy's already taken off for second base. I'm like,
sometimes you steal bases doing that, though, if he's fast enough. But still,
yeah.
You either have to have that extreme delay, or just guess it.
That's why like all my stolen base stats come from my quick sim games. I was like, yeah, steal.
That's the nice thing about quick sim. You'll eventually get a realistic stat for everybody.
Or steal 132 bases.
He's going back at the track, the wall.
Oh, Justin Knapp has stolen a lot of... Aw, shit. Justin Knapp has stolen a lot of bases so far this season. And then come, whatever it was, like August, he was at like 80. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to steal. And so every time I got on base, I'd steal second, then go for third. I think there was like one game I had like 4 stolen bases. Not ridiculous. He ended up with 78 this season. Gallegos had 52.
Jammed him with that pitch. Gathers it in with his glove. Got him.
But I don't really have a lot of guys on my team. I never have. I didn't have any power hitters.
It's all contact.
The whole league is like that too.
Kite, the key to scoring runs is cashing in on these run-scoring situations. Let's see if they can knock in that guy at second, score a run.
We had somebody hit over 50 for the first time, or hit 50 at least, for the first time in a long time.
What was his name?
Al Clinton, first baseman at Tampa Bay.
Good job, Mr. Clinton.
This guy is okay against right-handed pitching.
How many did he hit the year before?
Like 30 something, but he didn't play the full season. He's like 27, but this is like his second or third year in the majors.
Probably went to college. Or his contact rating so bad he didn't get promoted.
Yeah. Well, based on, like, I don't have home run records kept, like, but based on players that won awards, it's the first time somebody's hit at least 50 in 11 years. Bryce Harper did it for the Braves.
It's awesome.
Nice walk.
I should have taken the pitch before. Thank you, though.
Hey, it's a walk. It's still a base.
I hate it when you think you see a fastball right down the middle in a 3-0 count, and then you swing, then you see it break, and you're like, oh.
And it, like, chops down the third base line at 2 miles an hour.
Three and one, a hitter's pitch. It's a full count.
I was rewatching the bottom of the ninth inning, Game 7 of the World Series from 2016.
Oh.
Well, if you, like, really, if you break it down, Santana was the first one to bat. And he works it to a full count. And Chapman throws him a slider right down the middle. Change up or something. A little bit of break on it real slow. It was like 86 miles an hour. And he gets under it. I'm like, that's a home run derby pitch. He got under it. And still, like, flew out to medium deep left field. That pitch should have been out of there. And then Kipnis fouls one off that looked like it had a chance. A hooked foul in the right field corner. Very nice. And then he works the count full too, and swings at an obvious ball four. It's like, I mean, it was way up and in, and he just hacked at it. And then Lindor comes up, very first pitch, just flies out to the second baseman. Like,
that one was smashed.
Oh yeah, send him.
He flips it to the pitcher.
No, maybe don't send him.
If I sent him, I would have had Ortiz go to second.
Be the decoy.
He would have been out by a mile, though.
That's fine. Trading out for a run every day of the week.
The Twins have a right-hander up in the
At least the Indians are still decent after their World Series, though. Most teams will just fall apart, especially when they get rid of all their guys.
Well, we've definitely gotten rid of a lot of people.
But you've still maintained some success.
Yeah, I mean, we missed the playoffs last year, but we did win 93 games. One of those, like, 10-6 NFL seasons, and you still missed the playoffs.
Fastball up high for a ball.
I think we'll be good again this year. Clevenger and Bieber are good.
The manager is going to buy his bullpen some.
Of course, Lindor and Jose are going to be good. Santana's been all right.
Even if Santana doesn't do anything, he walks a lot, and that's big.
And Reyes is going to be a pretty big power bat, I think. I mean, he's like 23, and he hit 40 last year or something like that.
Problem is, so many other people are doing it too. It's hard to gauge the value in that anymore.
37. He had 37 last year, and he's only 23.
He swung right through it. Looked like he was right on it, but it looked like he was swinging a sword.
This guy can flat out run and really puts the pressure on the defense.
And then we let Kipnis walk
Takes a pitch high.
and sign Cesar Hernandez to replace him.
That's not a bad move.
It's really not. I mean, he's not a huge improvement over Kipnis, but I mean, lifetime 277. Get you double-digit stolen bases.
3-2. He's trying to steal home. Up the middle.
Oh, we're gonna send Ortiz. Watch this.
And a run scores.
Ooh!
That single drives in a pair.
Oh, we made it.
I was ready to railroad him. That would have hurt.
The Twins call for a reliever.
We're gathered here today to mourn the loss of Phil Maurer, who was mowed down by a freight train at home plate. It'd be like getting hit by Ray Lewis.
I'd rather be wearing football gear.
Swung right through the pitch on the corner.
Batter could not lay out the corner strike. Nice fastball there.
Pitch taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Yeah, but yeah, that it needs to be fine this year. We'll contend again. I don't know if we're necessarily going to dominate or win the division like we have.
The 2-2 delivery.
I don't know if we'll play this year.
Right back up the middle.
We will. It won't be a full season though.
First with a base hit.
He did a great job to short up there with 2 strikes.
You think they're willing to do a 40-game season if it comes down to that?
I don't know about 40. I think if we can start in July, play a 100-game season, push the World Series into mid-November, I think we'll be alright.
I want to see some really crappy team go on a hot streak, and then the season just ends.
Lowell taking, and
like
it's
the
outside.
Reds.
You mean like the 94 Expos?
That's exactly what you saw right there.
That's a good,
Line
similar...
drive taken the other way to right.
No.
That was not an easy kick off, big boy. Great
Never
defense.
mind.
Okay, well they were a good team that got screwed and then blew up the roster for no reason.
With a single already, Jock Jones. This batter's been known to go on streaks versus right-handed pitching.
I'm sure there was a reason. They probably didn't have the money.
A ball.
Getting rid of Pedro was sad, though. But if they kept him,
Yeah.
they probably would have still sucked. Except every 5th day.
They asked the third base umpire if he swung.
Boston paid a lot at the time for him.
Yes.
Morneau is the next hitter. No one on and one out. Strokes this one into left field. The catch is made.
Get a nice pitch there to get the fly ball.
Pretty impressive that Frank Thomas can come back from 2 consecutive seasons ended by injury and finish 4th in MVP voting at age 38.
He couldn't run anymore, and his contact was...
He batted 270.
Yeah, but he used to bat 300 every year.
Yeah.
He was so good.
A modest 349 in 1996.
Look
Or
at his on...
353 in 94.
Look at his on-base percentages, too. It's like 500.
487. 456. 3 or 419.
I think DiMaggio's was only 380-something.
Well, Frank Thomas walked a lot, too. He led the league in walks 4 of his first 6 seasons. And had another 4 or 500 plus walk seasons after that.
Low for a ball.
It's a good hard sinker right there, trying to make a batter fish for one.
That'll do it for the Twins in the 4th. With 5 innings left to play, the score is 4-0. This game is brought to you by EA Sports. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Oh, what might have been of Joe DiMaggio's stats had he not served in the military.
He still retired pretty young. That's part of
36.
it too.
Same goes for Bob Feller.
Feller was never the same.
Well, he was still really good, but yeah, he wasn't as good.
I like to think of what Ted Williams would have been, because he was still ridiculous without all those years.
Wait, Ted Williams was frozen?
Yeah.
What? Why?
His son froze him.
So stupid. I just clicked on Ted Williams on Baseball Reference and it says buried frozen. I'm like, what? Excuse me?
His son claims that he wanted to be frozen. That he was a big science guy.
What happened to him in 1952?
Korea.
Oh, he went and served in the military again.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he was ridiculous. Serves in the military. More ridiculous. Serves in the military again and was still ridiculous. And then retired. After batting him. Yes.
22 with no long balls and 11 RBIs.
You'd never see that today, though.
He swiped 5 bases. Hit weakly towards second. There's an out. Ground ball hit to short. It's a 1-2-3 inning. After 5 innings, Minnesota trails by 4. At bat with a couple of singles, David Ortiz. He's a guy who does his homework against right-handed pitching. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
He went around, Kai, but the ump felt he did.
The catch is made by the shortstop. Stepping in, Trot Nixon.
I remember Trot Nixon. Good times.
At the track, the wall, shades of Willie Mays.
For that month.
No, he was with us for a whole year. He platooned the outfield, him and David DeLucci.
He swiped 12 bases.
Seems like we had him forever. I think we had him like 98 through 05.
06.
Oh,
He actually made his
man.
debut in 96. He played in 2 games.
Mariners. Or no, that was Veritek.
He was a first-round pick of the 93 draft. Well, it took him 6 years to get to the majors.
Always seem to come around to hurt you. He falls behind the batter and just never gets back into the at-bat.
He had a pretty promising career. Stats were pretty good, and then it looks like he missed a bunch of games and kind of fell off.
Here's the 1-0 delivery.
I think the injuries played a part.
With this count, I don't think the pitcher can afford to throw another ball. He's really in trouble. Now, knowing that, the offense could take advantage and put the hit and run on it.
Fly ball hit to shallow left. Fair ball. And he's in there standing with a double.
Dirksen got a lot of good wood on that ball. That ball was striped.
Trying to think of all the Red Sox guys that went to the Indians. Because you had Keith Folk, who did the same type of thing.
Keith Folk sucks.
Had that World Series hangover, never recovered.
Hell with him. I don't give a shit.
And the first pitch is low.
Bolt's gonna be our closer. Yeah, retires, comes back the next year. Yeah, get out of here. Stop it.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Was Johnny Damon on the Indians?
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
I thought so.
There's a line drive.
Another play at the plate.
A run crosses the plate.
Sending him home. The throw
A
is
2 RBI single.
in time, but he's safe, I think.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh. Joe Mauer's not elite.
The next batter is Mike Lowe.
Johnny Damon was on the Indians from April to August in 2012. He was not very good.
I think he batted like 200.
He's on single.
That was some good base running right
Yeah,
there.
222.
Third and the base hit.
Not good.
It's kind of a shame because if he stayed decent, he could have gotten 3,000 hits.
Yeah, he wasn't far off. He retired at 27 on the 800.
He had a few years with the Athletics that were really good. And the Royals.
Yes, he was a part of that Athletics team that
Myers comes with the 1-1 pitch. Veritek takes and the count goes to 2-1.
had that playoff run and then dismantled the next year because they couldn't afford anybody.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Who was on the 2001 Oakland Athletics? Jason Giambi, Miguel Tejada, Eric Chavez, Johnny Damon, Jermaine Dye, Jeremy Giambi,
2.
Tim Hudson, Mark Mulder, Barry Zito.
He delivers.
Yeah.
Lowell is taking off.
That's like
He's got it. Whoa.
stupid good.
After 5.5, the score is 6.
And then they all left.
Next at the plate, Shannon Stewart.
With this guy hitting kite, the infielders should be on their toes. This guy's got some great wheels.
A ball. And here's the delivery. Pitch misses.
I think Keith Folk was maybe there too.
Ball low.
Either that or on the White Sox.
Yeah, he was on the White Sox, I think.
It's hit out towards short. And
Barry Zito had like a very good start to his career and then kind of leveled off and then went and signed the worst contract in baseball history with the Giants. Sucked.
I'll give him credit, he was still around a very long time. He never completely fell apart until maybe his last season.
1-1 pitch. Inside. 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive. He's on his way to second. There's a double.
Hey, partner, that was the dreaded.
And the 06 Athletics had a pretty good roster.
There and the pitcher paid the price.
Nick Swisher, Thomas. Still had Eric Chavez. That was the one year that Frank Thomas came back and hit almost 40 home runs. Comeback player of the year and then fell off again.
He did the same thing with the Blue Jays too.
With 14 long balls
Yeah.
and 51
Yeah, because like the Athletics always do, they couldn't afford to pay him, so he goes to the Blue Jays. Has another decent season, and then yeah, goes back to Oakland. And just he was done by then.
He's on with a single. Stepping in 1 for 2, Jock Jones. Pitch misses.
Here's a great opportunity for a cheap run on a sac fly. All he's got to do is lift it to medium deep outfield.
Pitch misses. That one just missed. He walks him on.
Did you see the Falcons' new uniforms?
I did not. What color is it?
They suck. That's what color they are.
Are they still black?
Yeah, black, red, and white. Same colors. But they're very plain. And they have like a giant ATL across the chest.
The shortstop was over the hard, clean slide and still managed to complete the double play.
After 6, the score is 6-0. Stepping in, Manny
Is the number
Ramirez.
font still the same?
No, that sucks a lot. You ever see The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler?
I have not.
Oh, well, they look kind of like that.
Base hit to lead off the inning.
From the time that ball left the bat, that ball had no chance of being caught.
1 on and no one out. No swing.
Pitcher looks a little annoyed with that call, Kipe. He sure thought the batter went around, and I agree.
Gathers it in with his glove. They got him. Double play.
Now there's a great
I thought the Falcons' uniforms were like
they turned a sweet double play right there.
one of the best in the NFL.
Stepping in 2 for 3.
They're good. I think most of them are good, though.
Well, Tampa Bay's new uniforms are like extra good because they're exactly what they used to be.
No more alarm clock numbers.
No, they went back to solid red tops
He
and
goes the
the
other way.
gold gray pants or whatever it was. They used to be gold, they're kind of more gray now.
Thank God.
I know.
Oh, I sure did. When I was in the league,
Yes, finally.
50,000 people, but that was like
Never wanted to see Tom Brady wearing an alarm clock.
I was scared to death.
No. But that's okay because the Falcons' new uniforms are here. They're not that bad, but the number font's really ugly, and it has a giant ATL across the chest, like the Browns have that big, ugly Cleveland for no reason. So they're like, yeah, Cleveland, we're gonna put it across the chest. Terrible.
Good start to the inning. A leadoff single. Perez sends it to right field. Nixon should have no problem. Puts it away for the out.
Hey, partner, he may not want to think about this game for a while. It hasn't exactly been a shining moment in his career.
Hit towards the shortstop. There's a double play. After 7 innings, the score is 6-0. Nixon digs in at the plate. Against righty pitchers, the batter is nothing to write home about. That one splits the outfielder. Base hit to lead off the inning.
Oh, he tries to sneak the curveball right past him there, but he was sitting on it, and he smoked it.
Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
They've set that defense at double play depth. If he can get a ground ball right here, they might get 2.
Takes low.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
2 balls and 1 strike. Up the middle. He's on first with a base hit.
Hey, Kai, good work there to get the runner in scoring position.
Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
Takes low. Takes low. The bases are juiced with the walk.
Oh, it's too bad he walks this guy. He just lets him get away.
Did you work on your setup at all for Watkins Glen?
No, I just copied the one I had for the
High for a ball.
other Watkins
He's
Glen.
batting .268 with 4 home runs.
Change the gear a little
and 3
bit.
runs batted in.
I'm not really, honestly, I'm not concerned with having a good setup for tonight. I'm worried about just making sure the tires don't explode.
And the count is
You get a run of
3-0.
luck in 5 laps, you're going to just melt your tires.
That's exactly what you saw right there.
I think it's going to be more of a caution race than we think.
Oh, partner, that's a terrible time to be walking hitters.
Yeah.
Up next, Mike Lowe.
So I'm more concerned about that. It just takes one guy on the track and another guy to be near him.
Score a run, but they have to keep in mind the center fielder has a cannon.
A ball.
But yeah, the tires wear out like crazy.
That batter let a very hittable pitch go by.
Change misses away.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
The count runs full. He delivers. Strike 3 and he's gone.
Well, you talk about making a good pitch. Right there, he was really backed up against the wall, and then he digs deep, makes great pitches, and gets the strikeout.
I think all of us are going to be really fast, though. Ziggy shared his setup, and he's like, I was running 112s with this, and we're like, oh, we were running 110s, so... But I think it's still going to go back to tires. Great if you can run a 110, but if you're running 113s the rest of the run...
Well, they're going to have the same problems we're having.
Right. I actually backed off my setup a little bit to try and save a little more tires. Like took some camber out of it, trying to help the tire wear.
I think the only thing that's going to save the tires...
Not driving it in deep.
Honestly, make the car loose. But you don't want to spin.
Well, and there's a lot of grip on the track, and you don't want to end up sliding around like I was at Disney last night. There's so much grip you can't really spin, you just slide, and if you're sliding, you're just destroying the tires.
Line sharply and through, a base hit. A run scores.
Well, that should be all they wrote for the Twins. Oh man, you're actually sending him home. Oh, and he actually made it.
I love games like this where you just kick somebody's ass, and then as the week goes by, you're like, I could have really used 2 runs from that game and put it on this game.
Yeah.
So I know I'm
totally agree.
I know I'm gonna lose like 3-2 the next 2 games.
Like, man, I won this game 10-2, but I lost the next one 3-5. Like, can I just like take 3 runs from that game?
That changeup
Exactly.
was perfect spot. Tough to hit, but right on the corner for a strike.
And now it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's really time to start bringing in the backups.
Yes, your mop-up guy.
Here's the pinch runner, Jason Worth.
I usually tend to carry a pitcher with a really low overall with me for situations where I'm like up by 10 or down by 10.
Might be Kurt Schilling time.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Jackson takes strike 3. Going into the bottom of the 8th, Minnesota trails by 10. Ruan is next up. Hit towards the shortstop. He reaches with a leadoff single. Stepping in 1 for 2, Shannon Stewart.
Have you ever pitched a no-hitter?
No. Nope, no no-hitter, no cycle. I pitched a 9-inning no-hitter before, but you all know how that ended.
You allowed a hit in the 10th.
Yes, and then loaded the bases. And remember the one where like Yan Gomes was looking at the guy running down third?
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't you just tag him? And then I threw to first. I thought I got the double play, and I didn't.
So many years ago. I still can't believe that you never had a no-hitter with ERAs in the 2s, and I had Bung Hyung Kim, who finished the season with a 6 ERA with a no-hitter. So dumb.
It's hard. It's impossible to get a no-hitter. Even in the quick sim games, I was tracking that. You just can't.
You can, but...
Well, I mean, the game is so... It's all about the dice roll.
Right. It's hard to get momentum going like you can in real life and have them get intimidated.
Oh man, this guy's on his game today. Oh, he's throwing good. It's like, no, it's just strikeout, 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 strikeout. Contact, good. Swing time, very early. Home run to left field. That's what pisses me off about that game. And then it's like, oh, perfect, perfect, but it's a ground ball out. I'm like, that's not perfect then.
2 on and no outs.
I don't get it. Just doesn't make sense. I'm out here giving up home runs to the Astros who are hitting them like just late, squared up home run. I'm like, oh, what? Okay, well, what's their rating? 55 contact, 60 power. I'm like, they suck. I'm over here with 90 contact, 80 power, 80 contact, 90 power, whatever it is. Getting perfect outs. Game's broken.
Lash to the second baseman. That'll do it for the Twins in the 8th. With 1
Never had a triple play either.
The score is 10-0. The Twins go to the bullpen. They're going.
I want to say that I have, but I don't remember it. Therefore, I won't count it.
Next up, with 1 run batted in, David Ortiz.
I remember it. Like, I don't remember it, but I have a feeling that there was a time where there was a line drive grounder straight to the third baseman, and he hit third, threw it to second, and threw it to first. But I don't know if that actually happened or not. I just have a very small vision of that for some reason. I probably dreamt it. Would have been cool though.
A pinch hitter will come to the plate. It's hit out towards short. Shortstop makes the catch. At bat with a single, Trot Nixon. And a strike.
Pitcher said come and get it, but the batter could not find that slider.
One and two.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
Swings and lifts one to right. He makes the catch.
Get a nice pitch there to get the fly ball. Nice work.
Stepping in 1 for 4, Johnny Damon. Pitch taken for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Out of the zone, that's a ball. Rolled out to short. Got him for the out. After 8.5, Minnesota trails by 10. Next at the plate, Jock Jones. He squeezes it for the out. Next up, Justin Morneau. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0. They're making a defensive change. In comes the new first baseman.
And be sure to join us at our upcoming home
Just off the plate. 2-0. On the ground. They make the play.
Kite, this dude did not bring his A game in, but hey, in fairness, you can't be on all the time.
No one on and 2 outs.
Last hope for the Twins.
This guy right here can really put a charge in the ball and has the ability
Hoping I can get a
shutout
shutout.
every time he touches it.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, this is usually the pros game where I give up 1 run. I'm like, man, I think I only had like 1 shutout all last season in the games I actually played.
That one's going to fall in for a hit.
Oh, base hit.
That got hit so hard it held him to a single.
I know.
It's rolled up the first base line. Got him.
Yay.
Nice. No pressure. Just
Clement
won the
is
game.
the winner. Durbin is saddled with the loss.
Good job.
The Boston Red Sox win it by 10.
Good job, Red Sox.
How many shutouts do you usually get per season?
I don't know. I only started tracking all the games that I actually play the last 2 seasons. Had 3 this season. The season before that out of like 27 games.
It's about average with real life, I think. Or at least it was.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago.
Well, I'm gonna go try and see if I can't find some food, and then be back for the race tonight.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.